welcome to Bear Insomnia. Make sure you subscribe right now. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you share the video. And please leave a comment below. And also make sure you follow me on Instagram at HDDNWRK, which means hidden work. And if you want a spiritual consultation, a spiritual outline, or decoding of any kind, from a dream decoding to anything that is going on in your current life, I decode it all. You make sure you email me bearinsomnia@gmail.com, or you can hit me on my social media at HDDNWRK. And I will soon have a site for my services as well. By the way, I always mention it. It's coming very soon anyway. Tonight or this evening, I will be discussing my dream, because last night in my projection, in my astral projection, they accused me of killing Tekashi 6IX9INE. Now this is very symbolic, and I'm gonna decode as I go along with this dream. So there was actually two parts to this dream, because I woke up in the middle of the first dream, then went right back into the dream, into the second part. So this should be interesting for you. So anyway, the dream starts out as me getting interrogated by inmates. Usually it is a detective or, someone behind the scenes, at precinct or whatever, interrogating a suspect, trying to get them to crack, and tell them information they want to know. But instead, in this dream, in this room, interrogation room, I am dealing with literal inmates who are trying and threatening to stab me for killing Tekashi 6IX9INE. They're like, oh, wait till you get in here, I'm gonna stab you. And one of these dudes had a vaccine. Like, you how inmates usually have shanks? Well, one of these inmates had a vaccine. The last inmate I seen had a vaccine, and it was threatening to stab me and give me the vaccine, which was very interesting and alarming at the same time. You understand? So, in this dream, it got weird. There was different inmates though. It was like an interview with inmates just saying they're gonna stab me. And I can assume that when Tekashi 6IX9INE was in jail, that people were definitely threatening to get him shanked or shank him, period, which is why he had to go into protective custody. Okay, he had to go into PC. You understand? So he had to go to PC, and he was telling the judge how he was scared for his life, or his life was in danger behind bars, right? But back to this dream, it was weird. It was like the inmates were, trying to interrogate me. Like it's like the good guy being interrogated by the bad guys. You understand? The people who are actual criminals. You know what I mean? And all I see is a bunch of crazy motherfuckers who are literally out of their mind, that have been locked up, just threatening to stab me. And then, they all had shanks except for the last guy who had an actual vaccine. You know what I'm saying? He had an actual needle in his hand, which was the vaccine. This is just where I end up. I just end up in this interrogation, be interrogating, and everybody yelling at me, telling me that you killed 6IX9INE. We're gonna deal with you. Da 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 da. We're gonna stab you. Da 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 da. All this crazy shit. You killed 6IX9INE, right? Interesting, right? So I wake up from that. As soon as I get to the last inmate, it was like a crazy, tatted up white dude trying to, threaten to stab me. He looked like he was about to stab me with the injection, the COVID injection. As soon as he did that, or tried to, I woke up. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? You know what I'm saying? I kind of felt the energy from it when I woke up. You know what I mean? I felt the energy from that dream. I felt it. You know what I mean? And after that, I think I went to go use the bathroom, and then I just came back and went back to sleep, right? So when I go back into my next sleep, it's part 2 of the You Killed Tekashi shit. So in part 2 of this dream, I'm back in the astrals. This time I'm in a realm where I'm kind of in a New York and New Orleans combined type of realm. It's like 2 of the states combined, really. So what happens is, I'm at my mother's house, in New York. And my mother is not a great person. Very narcissistic and sociopathic, a sociopathic narc, to be exact. So, I'm at her house. And she gets a call from this white lady who I believe is really a government agent, really. This is a random blonde white lady who's like an older chick, government agent, a little aggressive. She's saying, your son killed Tekashi. He killed him. We need to see him immediately, whatever. And she's like, oh, so, well, I guess you killed him, huh? Really on some narc shit, trying to put me down or whatever. And I'm so confused by this. And, in real life, when dealing with my mother, she was always like that, where she would put you down, where she would make you feel guilty about some shit that you didn't even do, So, all in all, in that dream, in that realm, it was, you killed him. So, I run out the house, like, I'm running away. I'm getting away, And I got away from New York, But I'm getting away in this dream. Because the lady's trying to come to the house and they're looking for me. It's her, and she has like these, Secret Service security motherfuckers with her, And I'm running, man. I'm running away. I'm getting the fuck out the house, and I'm leaving. I ain't saying shit. He said, oh, I guess they taking you in there. I said, no, they not, because I ran out the fucking house and I dipped, from that house. And, I was running really fast, too. So it was like a game almost. It was like a video game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm running for dear life, and somehow I end up on this boat. Don't ask how I got on the fucking boat. But I'm in the boat. I end up on the boat. Don't know how I got on there, but I'm on the boat, right? And and on this boat is like a large tower, and I run up the tower because these people are chasing me too, by the way. As I'm running, I'm being chased, right? But they really can't catch me. But I'm being chased, and I can see them in the background. Like, you killed him, and you're gonna pay for this, da-da-da-da, whatever, cool, And I get on top of this tower, And when I get on top of the tower, I see Tekashi there. We're in the tower, because the tower is like a building or a castle, whatever the fuck it is. And he's in there just laughing and playing and shit. You know what I mean? He's in there laughing and playing and shit, and he's pretty much trolling. I guess he faked his own death, like some troll shit he would do. So I guess he faked his own death, and people think I killed him for some dumbass reason, And, symbolically, Tekashi is the rat. And I told you about the rat or the mouse dream, leaving the mouse or the rat behind, right? So, me killing the rat is just me killing all of the remnants of the New York shit and all the traumas and bullshit I went through in New York. All of the dead timelines and, stressful moments I had in New York is pretty much, that getting killed off. But in this dream, I didn't really kill the motherfucker. But these motherfuckers is after me. Like, they're literally chasing me. So I get to the top of this fucking tower of this boat, and there's a loud and huge explosion within New York City. But New York City is also attached to New Orleans. See, and what I'm doing is destroying an attachment to New York and, letting it go, because that's what the explosion is for. But there's a huge explosion in New York City. It's very explosive. So automatically I'm thinking, well, damn, I think my job is gone or some shit, because I work at a place within, the city in New Orleans, and I'm thinking that place exploded, but I get off the boat, and the people stop chasing me because once the explosion happens, they're pretty much leaving. Everybody's leaving. Everybody's running for cover and shit. So they ain't even worried about me no more at this point. It's like a natural disaster of some sort. You know what I mean? So I leave the boat and somehow end up at the job that I currently work at, and there's coworkers of mine sweeping the store because some of the store caught on fire, like a little amount, just a small amount of the store caught on fire. So just one tiny section of the store caught on fire and shit. So I guess they took the fire out and they started cleaning up and shit. So I'm like, oh, so remnants of that destruction of New York, kind of, got into the store. You know what I mean? So that's also symbolic because, me going to that store is cleaning up all of the fuck shit that I dealt with at jobs in New York, because at New York, I had some very fucked up jobs, you understand? I had some real bad jobs in New York. Like, my jobs are fucking terrible, so, me going to that job, and my job is so much better now, in comparison to any job I've had. This is probably the best job I've had, as far as the environment being, less tense and shit, Everybody's more so, friendly and not in competition, so, seeing my coworkers clean up the remnants of the destruction of the city of New York after the explosion, because, obviously, some of it got into the store, they clean it up, and that's just me cleaning up, all of the old and fucked up shit, that I had to deal with, so that's, being cleaned, and cleared and, straightened out from, the past, so that's clearing a timeline, that's fixing, what was broken within, so, there might have been some traumas and shit that I dealt with on the job that I was still holding all that time. So, in the dream world, I had to get cleaned up. So I get that, I walk in the store and, things are peaceful again, things are more peaceful. It's crazy, like, things are way more peaceful and, it's just what it is, But, me killing 6IX9INE, that is some shit, man. That is some real shit. Like, to decode that, it's like Tekashi 6IX9INE, like, I say he represents the rat, because nobody likes a rat, but people were getting at me for killing 6IX9INE. They were mad at me. Well, that really represents the people who are angry at me for leaving New York. So, automatically, this means that people are mad at me for leaving New York. People are mad at me for going out and having the strength and just leaving completely, And, my mother also was a CO, a former, correction officer, and she worked within the prison system as, a CO. And those inmates were really her energies, or the archons that were latched onto her that was trying to get at me because they're mad, and she used to blame me for a lot of shit being destroyed, like her life, and she never lived life the way she wanted to because of me and shit like that. So I guess 6IX9INE is a representation, of, what I'm accused of ruining, but really I didn't do anything, So basically, the rat, because she did call the cops on me a lot too, by the way, for no reason. The shit is kind of backfiring, you understand? So I guess her energy is eating her up now because she has nobody to really, feed off of. And it's not really her, it's the archon that's taking over her, that's feeding off of, me or whoever. But she can't feed off of me no more. So right now, she's trying to accuse me of some shit that I didn't do. It's some real stupid, goofy shit. Saying like I killed 6IX9INE. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I killed off an old cycle. Really is what I did. I killed off an old cycle, that, where I was all fucked up, where I was fucked up at. I killed that. That's what I really killed. I killed an old cycle. I killed the fuck shit. I let it go. You know, I'm no longer holding on to that, and that's destroyed, which is why New York got destroyed. It was me leaving all the fuck shit behind completely. You understand? So that's the real breakdown of that dream. And I can break it down even further if I wanted to, which I will, because that's usually what happens. You know, I drop a little decode on the YouTube, and then afterwards, you know, I get even deeper into the decode because there's so many layers behind it, you know. But, you know, when I do regular decodes for people, you know, I really go there, you know. I really do go there. You know, I take it to that extreme. And you have to anyway, because I'm trying to help you understand the shit, you know. But that's what happened in this astral projection that I went through in this New Orleans, New York City collaboration realm. You know what I'm saying? But New York was destroyed from New Orleans in the end. You know, it took itself away. But this is Bear Insomnia. Make sure you subscribe right now. Make sure you like the video, make sure you share the video, and please leave a comment below. And also make sure you follow me on Instagram at HDDNWRK, which means hidden work. And if you want a spiritual consultation, spiritual outline, or a dream decoding, like I just did in this video, or decoding of anything that's going on in your life, you know, you can email me at bearinsomnia.com, or you can message me at HDDNWRK on Instagram, or any other social medias, because, you know, a lot of you, you know, do see my other social medias. You can just message me, and I will have a site for my services soon as well, very soon. So make sure, you know, everything is in the description. And you guys have a lovely Thursday night. I will see you guys again tomorrow. Have a lovely night. Good night. Peace.